There's a war. There's a war going on outside no one is safe from.
This is bad.
This is bad. Dumb bum.
Dumb bum.
In the words of Flakko. Flakko and Dejon are at war. Basically, Dejon is throwing out accusations that Flakko is, I don't know, zesty.
Oh.
It would seem. He's painting a picture of Flakko that Flakko does not appreciate. Big Frilla is not appreciative of this.
Frilla, you fucked or what, bro? Did you fuck Dejon Paul?
I heard the recoil was just crazy.
He did say award-winning recall. Recoil.
Hall of Fame recoil.
Hall of Fame recoil.
And he sweated when he says, I walk behind you every day out the door. I'm like, oh shit.
Wow.
He said we can rerun that clip. It was crazy. It was crazy how he expressed his love for the way that Dejon's ass shakes. I mean, he has a tough fight.
He wanted that grippy.
Yeah, I don't know. Flock, I hope you did you fuck? Because I hope you didn't.
Flakko the Diddy around here,
I didn't fuck.
Flakko might be freaking off.
I feel like the odds of Flakko wanting to fuck someone who has almost the exact same body shape as him are pretty low.
Maybe that's why, though. Maybe he loves himself so much.
You never see two big fat dudes dating. Yeah. It's always like one tall, skinny guy and then like a fatso.
Well, it's not practical. Like the whole physicality of it doesn't really.
That stomach up.
Imagine that. Oh.
Yeah,
what the fuck are they doing?
But I mean, you don't fuck from the front. So all it takes is like one dude to hike his belly up, right? I don't know.
Who would you see as the top in that little?
Flakko definitely. Flakko definitely the top.
For sure, Flakko's
for sure.
He's busting it down.
Dejon seems mad submissive.
Yeah,
he's definitely the sassy feminine version.
Zesty, man.
Oh my gosh, you're covering up my camera. I don't want that to cover my camera, Stat.
Yo, so people at home, I feel like this beef is not as big as it should be. I almost gave him the real deal viral package, which would have consisted of me basically making this clip go viral by getting people to post it because I have a whole network out there. But Flakko has a video that he made.
It's one of the best. It's like one of the best videos in YouTube.
This is the best video that he's ever made, in my opinion. It's called
this one. Yeah,
Dejon is getting fired after a huge meltdown in Fig Community World. I would really recommend that everybody watch this afterwards. This is probably the best content that I've ever seen out of their universe. Much respect to them, but this is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. For those who don't know, there is a Figmunity news morning show type thing. It's called Fair to Say. The primary host, I think, was Stet, Heather's former lover. And they brought in Dejon at a certain point.
Baby daddy number two.
Baby daddy number two, for sure. And they bring in Dejon at a certain point, and he becomes part of the cast of characters. And it seems like he's kind of getting on people's nerves. I believe the other seats are sort of up in the air. They're kind of swapping out hosts and stuff. But there's a dude named Scotty who I didn't really know about prior to this, but he has earned my respect.
He held it down in that clip.
The way that he was talking to Dejon really, I saw his energy and I liked it. So I fuck with him, whoever the fuck he is. And then you have Illa,
who walked away.
I don't know. Wait, what?
I said you love frenemies.
I do. But do you know anything about Illa? Because the only thing I know about her is she dated House Phone.
Illa's actually cool as fuck. She's
cool.
Yeah, she hella cool. Like Illa from the Bay. I fucks with her.
Okay.
So yeah. But
I'll take it down.
But basically, if I had to summarize the events of how this stream went, basically, so Dejon has a very strange way of doing content. And actually, my main experience with this is when we did a Spiffy Luciano interview. Dejon proceeded to basically like list every fucking Spiffy album and go into like extreme detail about each particular album. And from my perspective, this is insane. You never do this because the thing is like, the number of like
ADD.
hardcore Spiffy fans that like know what you're talking about is extremely small.
Wait, he actually did this?
No, this is real. Yeah, you could go back and watch the interview that we did together, and he's just going into too much detail. He's like, and so then Spiffy on your third album, I felt like you did a little too much of this, and like for some reason during that podcast, he just breaks into a Dom Kennedy interview, and he's basically going through like 19 songs, I believe it was. And he's on each one, he's got some little criticism. And to be fair, it's like mega hater vibes.
Yeah, mind you, he already posted a 4-page essay about the
right.
shit.
It's like he's reading
like
a fucking article from a magazine about an album.
No, he wrote it.
Yeah,
Well,
he wrote it to read it on the
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah,
which
yeah.
never seen anyone do
That's
that.
crazy.
Watched 5
Go ahead.
million podcasts about music, never seen that move.
Bro is super inspired by like the Source magazine era of hip hop journalism,
Right.
which I actually love as well. So
He's
for
like
me,
keeping a diary of people that he admires. He's a
But then
fucking-
his
No,
like
right.
review on each track is like, this song was okay, but where's T-Fly?
Where's T-Fly?
It's just
Where's T-Fly?
random criticisms of shit like, oh, this song should have had Blue Bucks Clan on it. And it's just like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you know, like, all right, Dom Kennedy's like an LA legend. Nobody's saying every project's gonna be perfect, but you just look like the biggest fucking retard imaginable, sitting here nitpicking each song choice.
This
Like,
shoulda had
and then
Blue
he
Bucks.
always gets into like the dissecting the promotion and being like,
Yeah,
this
the
album only
rollout.
had 4 music
That's what he
videos.
said.
Why weren't you on this radio show? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Shut the
Is
fuck
that
up.
that what the dude said? He said something about the failed marketing. Like he's like,
Yeah.
this is like
Yeah.
gonna be like 4 minutes and you talk about the actual album, then the rest of the time you're
And
talking
when-
about the marketing.
When I heard
something.
Scotty saying that, I was like, "Oh my god, he's really like broken this
He's
down.
on
Like
his ass.
he's been around
Yeah.
this fool long enough that he knows exactly what he hates about him." And that's when I was like, "Oh, this is not meant to last."
it was
Yeah.
traumatized. He's speaking from a place of trauma.
Right. And
He's-
so Stet dives in there as he's doing his 19 song review. He's like 10 songs in, and Stet is basically, bro, you can't keep doing this, which I appreciated him being the hall monitor. Somebody had to do it. It would have been outlandish to actually let him sit there and read through his review about every single fucking song. But Dejon,
my review.
the way I'm gonna sit here and read the rest of my review. It's like it's just
you guys don't even do
mind-blowing.
the Dejon voice right. If you're gonna do it, do it some justice.
Yo, you know who's a fucking hero is AJ. Because
Yeah,
AJ
yeah,
stood on business
yeah.
with his ass like way before anybody else did. But then
What about me though? I went hard in the paint pause with fucking Dejon.
Wh-
fool.
was on what?
What do you mean, fool? I had the whole like you look like a diabetic gummy bear, da, 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 da. And that's when he was still over here and I wasn't here yet. And that's what like one of the reasons that led to me. Y'all wasn't fucking with me.
Okay.
You was. What do you mean? There's like 2 reactions, Dick. Yeah, I know. But,
It is just so crazy though, because it's like
You guys
you-
still don't.
you get the vibe from them that nobody is under the impression that he actually got shot. They all are in on the joke. And now, granted, to some of them, they're probably more like in the employee type position. So they're like, oh, that's kind of tight. You tried to get some money out the way, man, whatever. But, you know, to AD and T-Rail and Pun and stuff, they're like the bosses of this thing. So you know it's in the back of their head of like, oh, shit, like how long until this whole thing turns against us?
I think they're probably like, yo, this might have not been the best decision incorporating this guy.
I get the vibe already that they might be kind of second guessing this. Yeah.
And I don't. Here's the thing, like me, like the type of content Dejon does. If anyone's gonna like it, it's me because I'm a rap nerd too.
Right.
So I like the deep analysis. Pause. I have to pause because it's Dejon.
Why
The-
deep analysis? Or anal?
Deep anal,
what do you
Okay,
mean?
all right.
Deep
Anal
now-
ISIS.
Deep analysis, like it's a girl.
He had a cyst on his ass.
Yeah, and a cyst on-
Probably.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to see that ass, man.
Regardless, the thing is, I like the type of content he makes as far as that goes. I'm all here for it, but you can't do it in an abrasive way that's gonna scare away all the pussy. You feel me? Like fools ain't even trying to
Doing a 19 song Dom Kennedy review for sure is scaring the host.
terrifying the
Nobody
pussy.
wants to be around. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing, bro? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
And here's the other thing: how out of touch. There's a conversation on that podcast where they're like,
Why is he so
who is it
obsessed
going to
with
be
God?
that's going to bring back the West Coast, YG or Dom Kennedy? And I swear to God, I was like, is this a conversation from 2012? Like, how behind the times are y'all? Motherfuckers want to know why I criticize other people's analysis of the culture? It's because y'all are so out of touch.
right.
It's gonna
You
be
feel me?
Drex
Like-
the joint X4, man. We changing the culture, man.
I mean,
You know
those
what
are reasonable options of people who might, blow up and change how people view the West Coast. It's definitely not going to be artists who've been out for a decade.
Dom Kennedy, bro. Like,